Hey everybody, this is Peter Soul from the 448 Zelda Marathon, and we're going to continue our Ocarina of Time speedrun today. Picking up where we left off, we're going to start you through the granddaddy of this game, the Water Temple, which many people consider the roughest dungeon in this game. But I'm going to show you that it's not that bad. So, the first thing you may notice is that we're wearing our red tunic and we don't even have the blue one. Don't worry about it, it'll work out. So the first thing you're going to do in this dungeon is swim up. As soon as you're on dry land, cast Pharaoh's Wind, and now run forward and jump in the water, swim to the right. Get used to doing this. I'm sure you all hate it as much as I do, but you're going to be switching your boots a lot in this dungeon. So drop down to the bottom and head towards the right here where you see these two torches on the ground level. You can take your boots off as soon as you're in this hallway. You're going to have to take them off regardless, so it's not really a timing issue. I like to do it just so you can have this cute moment here with Rudo and you trying to swim straight through the ceiling. Your fiancé Rudo. Oh, get me out of here. Anyway, I think that's cute. So Rudo's going to talk to you for a bit. Now, I think I'm going to show you through a couple tricks in this dungeon. Obviously, you don't need the Zora's tunic, so you're never going to spend that long underwater. What else don't we have? Yeah, I think that's really the one big shortcut. So, obviously that saves you a trip to Zora's domain. You don't have to unfreeze King Zora. But yeah, in here we're just going to use a lot of simple sequence breaks to basically cut the dungeon in half. You should be able to finish it in less than 20 minutes now. So, once Rudo's done talking, follow her up. That's a really good close-up of Link's face. Sorry. Okay, and at the top here, don't even worry about the door, just go straight to the Triforce and play Zelda's Lullaby to lower the water all the way to the bottom. So once it's down, drop in the hole right away. And now you have two options. The first is to use Din's Fire to light these two torches on either side of the door. But we're going to use magic a good bit, so assuming you did not get the double magic meter to save time, you're going to use arrows here to quickly light both torches. If you do have the double magic meter though, you should have more than enough magic to use Din's Fire. So now just use the arrow to massacre these little shellfish, and you'll get a small key for it. Okay, once you've done that, you're going to pull Pharaoh's Wind back out, and you're going to return to the warp point you set at the beginning of the dungeon. Okay, so here's your first little break. Instead of working your way up the shaft from the bottom, you're just going to run and jump off to the left here so that you land on the middle level of this center column. And now you're going to use this torch to light that brazier, which opens the door and takes you to the second Triforce emblem for the water level. Don't miss this jump, because if you do, you're falling all the way down and you're kind of screwed. So once you get to the emblem, play Zelda's Lullaby, and you'll raise the water level to the middle. Alright, and now it's time for our first little trick. So get on the platform and leave the area here. And then break left, or right. Either way works, actually. I don't know. Oh! Aha! I'm retarded. Yeah, go here first. My bad. Drop down to the right, back to where you met Rudo for the first time. Head through here. And then take your boots off. And now that the water's at the middle, you'll stop right here by this crack in the wall. Use a bomb to blow it open and get your second small key. Good. Now head back to the main room. Remember, mashing B in the water helps you swim a little bit faster, so you'll reach the top ever so slightly quicker. But anyway, okay, you're going to go to this brown platform, the floating one, and cram yourself right in this corner where the light and dark meet, and look up with your hookshot and try and grab onto this target. Now, Tektite's going to come down and start harassing you, so if you don't get up there right away, take a second to kill it, and go back to it. You really got to cram yourself in there and hit it just right. There you go. And once you're at the top, do a jump slash to get the extra horizontal distance, and you'll land on the top level. Okay, now this is important. Line yourself up in first person so that the edge of the dark and the corner, the two arrows, are pretty much in line vertically. Line that up in first person, and then do a rolling jump off the corner, and you'll do a high grab onto this platform. Feel free to go back and watch that as many times as you want, but that is those two moves right there cut the dungeon in half. They're a little bit tricky to do your first time, but once you get the hang of it, it's easy to pull off. So that'll let you pull the water level up to the top, and you've essentially cut the dungeon in half. You're already on your way to fight Shadow Link. So head to this locked door, unlock it, and once you're inside, cast Pharaoh's Wind yet again. Take care of these annoying bats, and then run forward and throw yourself off the edge into the abyss. Don't miss. That was close, I almost did. Alright, then just use your hookshot to scale this room as quickly as you can. That's a little bit of a tedious process, there's no super quick way to do it, so you can't skip platforms. But once you get up near the top here, you'll be able to grab onto the top and get to your next locked door. And again, another room, tedious, easy, but there's no real super quick way to do it. So work your way around, grabbing onto statues, putting the water down as necessary. Avoid the annoying Tektites. Don't get crushed by the heads. That does happen. Okay, and now we're about to fight Dark Link. So, I don't know if you guys were like me as a kid, but I hated this mini-boss. I could not beat him for the life of me unless I had Din's Fire or the Bigoron Sword. But, when I learned this trick, it made me a very happy panda, to say the least. So head on into Dark Link's room, run up to the tree to make him appear. You can run right past it or turn around and go back to the door you came in. And then turn around, run to him, and start the fight. Okay, so now you have 8 hearts at this moment, or you'll have as many as you have at the moment. You need to just do regular attacks and cross swords with him 1 time for each heart you have. So since you have 8 hearts, I did it 8 times. Then just whip out your hammer and whack him with it. And he'll appear behind you and whack him again. And behind you, and again. And you'll repeat this 1 time for every heart that you have. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, he's dead. Very easy. So, again, just walk up to him, Z target, just simple attacks, B only, cross swords with him 8, or as many hearts as you have, so if you have X hearts, cross swords with him X times, and then just smack him to death with your hammer. And beating him nets you the long shot. So behind the chest then, play the Song of Time to make the blue block disappear. Again, destroying matter with a song, kinda cool. And drop down. Ignore Navi. She's going to tell you to be careful, but you don't really care. She talks too much. Hop in the water. And now you're going to hug the inside of these turns. So stay to the left side here. Then stay to the right side. Remember, mash B to swim faster. And then hug the left side again. And you're going to swim right to this little platform and just keep swimming against it until you eventually grab on and pull yourself up. Then make sure you've got your bow and your long shot equipped. Use your bow to hit this eye. And then turn to the left and hook shot to this key. Do it quickly because the timer is only a few seconds. Good. Then once you're here, drop off, hug the wall, and immediately equip your boots. Then all you gotta do is look to the... Don't do this. I made a mistake here. Whoops. There's a switch in the dragon's mouth, as I'm sure you just saw. You have to hit that first. I don't know why I forgot about that. So let's try it again. Drop down on the tail. Crap. There you go. Alright, on the tail, hit the switch. Good. Then hook shot to the target. And then swim up. Grab your key, and then pull Pharaoh's Wind back out, and return to that warp point you made earlier. Very nice. Alright, you're almost done. Back outside, and you're going to cast Pharaoh's Wind one more time. So equip your iron boots now, drop back in the water, and you're going towards that entrance on the bottom floor to the left, which is the north part of the room, for those keeping track on a map. Once you're here, use your hook shot, or long shot now, to pull yourself out of the water up onto this platform. And then across the room. This room's simple enough. Just jump in the water, mash B and hold forward, and you'll end up pretty much right in the middle of the room, and 9 times out of 10 the Tektites won't even hit you. Okay, one last cool little skip in this room. I like to take the time to murder these stingray thingies, just so they don't pester me. Takes a couple seconds, but it's easy enough to do with the bow. I left one alive. Whoopsie! Alright. Once you've killed them all, hop in the water here, put your boots. I know there's a block behind the wall, but we don't need it. Trust me. And now just stand on this switch until you hear the water go all the way up. Now there's your exit. Unequip your boots and mash B and hold forward and swim straight for the exit. And you will somehow pull yourself out of the water. There you go. Skipped another puzzle. Again, this room's simple enough. Hit the switch. Rolling jumps, you don't even need to worry about the third column. Wait till the boulder goes by, then drop down. Use your iron boots right away. There's a little clam around the corner, so take them off right away so you don't get bothered by it. And you got one more locked door, and behind it is Das Boss Key. Good. Alright, time to beat the dungeon. There's fairies in these pots. If you want to take the time to get one. The boss isn't really that hard. It's more annoying than anything. But if you want to be cautious, there's always fairies in those pots. So at this point, I'm going to pull out Pharaoh's Wind again. There you go. And return to your warp point. Use your long shot to head over here. And then go in the door. For the record, there are more fairies in these pots, but if you're doing a speed run, you'll only have one bottle, so it shouldn't matter. Okay, now to get up this, just wait till the first one's out of the way, pick the right wall, and just keep holding forward. Timing should work out perfectly, and you'll make it all to the way to the top. Unlock the door. It's time for the boss. Okay, now there is a really quick way to beat this boss. I did not get it to work out properly for this run, so sadly you won't be able to see it in this video, but I will tell you what you should do. And I think I tried at one point. I'm pretty sure I did. So I'll point out to you what you should do, but I just didn't manage to pull it off in this particular run. Giant aquatic amoeba. Morpha. This is another boss that I pronounced, or another term that I pronounced incorrectly for my entire childhood. I used to call it Morphia, even though there's no I in there. I don't know. I guess I couldn't read as a kid. So, anyway. You know the long way to kill her. Just stay out of range. Grab the nucleus with the hook shot. Stab it. Easy enough. Keep after it while it's above the surface, and you can still hit it every once in a while. Once it goes down and starts to spin, though, you've pretty much time to give up. That was cool. Obviously, jump attacks are faster than regular stabs. I should have been doing those. I don't know why I wasn't. But yeah, again, keep after her with your long shot when she's bouncing around, because you will get lucky second hits like that. Ugh. Alrighty, here's where I tried the speedy strategy. When you grab hold of the nucleus, try and pull it, just repeatedly pull it towards you with the long shot. Don't wait too long, and then get it in a corner and try and and then turn it around. If you're lucky, you'll get it stuck in the corner, and then you can start doing power crouch stabs, which I explained in one of our earlier videos. But if you can land a jumping attack and then a power crouch stab and keep her jammed in the corner, you'll kill her in 15 seconds. It's just a little bit tough to get her jammed in the corner sometimes, but that's the idea. But anyway, congratulations. You just beat the water temple in less than 20 minutes. I think this run was probably a couple seconds over 20. But that should show you how to cut the dungeon pretty much in half. Obviously, you only need like 5 small keys. You only need to change your boots 5 times or so. Don't need the blue tunic. Lots of good ways to save time. And honestly, once I learned all these tricks, the water temple went from being a pain to my favorite dungeon in the game. So hopefully it will have similar transformational experiences for you too. But yeah, this is a long cutscene and Ruto talks to you and she talks about her problems, like all the other people in this game. She congratulates you for doing a good job. By the way, if you name Link Sex, that's a great line right there. She says, "Sex, I would have expected no less from the man I chose to be my husband." So, if you're looking for a funny name to name your Link character, Sex is always a good choice, because that is a great accidental line right there. So I'm going to skip through the rest of this cutscene, because I don't care. Yay, Lake Hylia's fine. Sheik bails out on you, again. After flirting with you, again. Okay, so as soon as the cutscene ends, right about now, okay, run straight to this little grave marker thingy, stand on it, and shoot the sun. You gotta be quick, because if you wait too long, the sunrise will be over, and you have to wait 24 game hours for the sunrise to come up again so you can get the fire arrows. And you do need the fire arrows, so swim on out to the platform to grab them. And there you go. And that's pretty much all there is for this segment. In a single segmented run, or you'd be heading straight to Gerudo Valley next, because we are playing this game in segments, and if you save it anywhere other than in a dungeon, you end up back in the Temple of Time. I'm going to head back to the water temple real fast so I can save it there and be in pretty much the same spot. But just keep in mind that you obviously don't need to go back to the water temple after you beat it. I'm only doing this now for the sake of consistency between the segments. Okay guys, that's it for this time. Hope you all learned something. Hopefully you'll all think a little bit more kindly of the water temple. And we'll see you next time for the last bit of the game. Or the last few bits of the game, I should say. Bye!